going on, y'all? It's your boy Breece, and you're now tuned into another haircut. Yes, another episode, but this time we're getting a haircut. Feel me? I'm at my local barber shop over here in Rosedale, Queens, and about to get right with my barber real quick. So Taylor had a part one where she got to speak for the ladies and whatnot, and now I'm gonna speak with the fellas, talk about the hair industry on the fellas side. For me, so right now we got my barber Shane in the cut over here. What you got? You over here hiding this shit? Nah, I appreciate it. But yeah, Shane been coming out here since like I was in college, so I would say I was like 18. Oh yeah, before it was right before because I moved there right before I graduated. So yeah, right before. So right when I was 17, you feel me? So it's been like a good maybe 9, almost a decade, man. So I'm getting old, man. I'm getting old. I was a youth. Like I said, I was a youth back then, right?
But the
Yeah.
good thing about all of that though is watch you do good things, from then right up until now. You never got into the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people. I watch so much kids grow, especially over here in Rosedale, and it's fascinating to watch kids grow because you never know what you're gonna get from them. You'll see some of them coming here reserved and quiet,
Mm-hmm.
and then next couple of years you see them or you hear that they're the ones banging on the street, and
Doing
then
some dumb shit.
it'll be
Or they just
a
crash
flip.
out and they in jail or dead or
You
something.
know what I'm
Like
saying? Then it'll be a flip side. The one who used to come in here and be loud and noisy, he'll
that's the
have a
one.
job, button up and doing great. You know what I'm saying?
Or
So
you
you
running the
never know
biggest
what you
business
get.
out there.
It's fascinating to watch people.
Yeah. So how long you been cutting hair?
Oh man, longer than I can remember. Probably about 20 something years.
Nah, what?
I think I started in 1999. I
That's
was in
crazy.
Miami. I was working in a hardware store, a local hardware store. Older guy from Jamaica had a hardware store.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Yo, I'm working. We're working with him. And got me doing little things. So sometimes he runs out to go buy goods for the store, and he'll be like, "Yo, watch a shop for me till I come back." And he never missed anything. People will come back there and they're real about how good I help them and stuff like that. So it's like, you know what? Work with me.
Yeah.
So working with him, and one day he comes to me and is like, "Yo, I gotta cut your hours. Business is slow." And I'm like,
Yeah.
so started thinking in my head like I always loved barbering, I always wanted to get into barbering. So I got a guy down named Mark, who used to cut my hair. And I went to Mark and I'm like, "Yo, bro, I want to learn how to cut hair." And Mark was like, "Yeah, you can cut, come on." And I'm like, "You sure?" "Yeah, man, just go get some clip and come."
Just like that.
And that was it. I went, I bought the clippers, and I went there. So my boy who I was staying with in Miami at the time, he had three nephews. Their pops was in jail. Pops was in prison. So they wasn't getting the
You was like
attention and
yeah.
the bi-weekly or the weekly care that they were supposed to get. So that was an opportunity for me.
Yeah.
So every week or every other week, I grab them and I practice on them. So one day we were in the shop just joking around and people talking about people who were serious. And he's like, "Yo, that's the most serious person I know." So I looked at him and was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I didn't know you were serious when you said you wanted to come cut here and you just show up with some clippers." And that's been it since. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No school, no nothing, just.
Yeah, cause you've been serious since I know you. That's why I respect you. I feel like I tell serious people that all the time, cause everybody always say I was serious since I was a kid. So it's like kind of just stuck with me, and I feel like it's true, cause I don't feel like I joke around a lot. But even with my podcast too, Mike says all the time, he's like, "Yo, I'm the creative one with the jokes. You're the one that that's the serious business one, and Taylor's like kind of in the middle where it's like she brings like a bridge between both of us in terms of like how we all mesh together. So anytime I meet serious people, it's like I don't know, I feel like I gravitate to them pretty easy.
You need symmetry in everything. You need a little bit of balance. Everybody can't be the same. Everybody can't joke around. I'm not serious all the time. I have my times when I joke around and play around.
I mean, shit, we done laughed in this shop mad times.
Of course.
You
Oh
feel
man,
me?
listen. When jokes, because when you're working in a barbershop, bro, jokes are gonna come.
Mm-hmm.
You know that. If you don't know nothing else, jokes are gonna come in the barbershop, so you better be ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like you would speak about opportunity basically, like in terms of how you got started, whatnot,
Yeah.
and like just being an opportunist. So how many shops have you like been in since you
Oh
started?
man. So that's the thing about me, and I regret doing that, which is as soon as the vibe or the energy is off,
Mm,
then I go looking for a different spot or greener pasture, so to speak.
mm,
And sometimes you move, not sometimes, every time you move, you leave clients behind. And if I would do it back again, that's something that I wouldn't do. I have guys who used to work. I used to work with the old shop,
mm,
and I'm talking about like 30 years,
mm,
still there and never moved. I wouldn't necessarily want that. I would want to try open my own and see if I could actually do it on my own. And
mm.
I've done that twice already,
Yeah.
and each time I ended up going back. But
Oh, that was the second time.
yeah, that was my
Oh,
second
okay.
time. But
I was about to jump into that soon.
yeah, give me a second.
No,
We're
no, no.
gonna
I
get
got
into
you. I
that.
got you.
But
Yeah, I
I
was.
try.
Yeah.
If you don't go for, you
Hmm.
have to try. If you never try, how you gonna know what you could have done?
I
You
mean,
know what I'm
yeah, that's
saying?
that's how you got started. You
Yeah,
feel
it's
me?
a job to try something, man.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
cause I respect that too. Cause another thing too, I want to highlight too, is just the fact that he was in a position where it's like, damn, I gotta make something happen. They put your back against the wall in a way, right? And it's like I feel like entrepreneurship in general, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of stories where people, what happened?
Oh no, you
No,
good. You
yeah,
good.
but I feel like a lot of stories where people are like, I started this business. 9 times out of 10 is because their backs were against the wall. They had to find something to really, like
Yeah.
switch it up just to make ends meet for themselves and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Then they end up, exceeding expectations and stuff. So,
Yeah.
it's very impressive to see, especially too, like you mentioned, you've done it twice on your own, where you had, your own shop and everything.
So the first time I did it, it was a spur of the moment type of thing. My sister had a hair salon over on Sutton Boulevard in South Jamaica,
Mm-hmm.
like Sutton and 119. So there was an older guy who had like some little small stores on the side street, and it was cheap. You know what I mean? I said, you know what, let me try something with it. She said, let's try something with it. She gave me a couple of stylish chairs on, like hairdressing chairs that kind of look like they could work for both barbershop and beauty salon. And so I did that, and you know, there's a handful of customers that came over there because the trip from Rosedale over to South Jamaica,
It's
it's
not
not
that
that
bad.
easy. It's not that easy, but
Well, it depends. It
it wasn't bad. I
depends.
mean, all right. So considering now where I'm coming from over on Jamaica Avenue, you know, opposed to from Rosedale to right there,
Hmm.
119 and such. But
Mm.
what happened over here now? Like there's an old saying in business: location is everything. Location, location, location. I think it's no joke. So over in Rosedale, middle class community, people go to work, church, business owners, all that professional. So it's they cut every week.
Hmm.
I'll be over there and I'll cut somebody, bro.
Hmm.
3 months down the line, and they're walking past me in the shop, their hair like going crazy. They're not
Hmm.
coming and cut their hair.
Why is that?
So I don't know the money,
Mm.
the lack of things to do, like maybe go to work or church or school. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's a lower compared to Rosedale. That's it's considered a lower class income neighborhood.
Sure.
So it's different. Given everything, I wouldn't leave and go back over there. I wouldn't even leave over there, to be honest with you. Rosedale has got a different vibe to it.
Like, I feel like I'm in here like every 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're working professional at the time too. You going to college, you know what I'm saying? You're going to school. A lot of these dudes, they weren't going to school or no job. They'll get up and do a job. So if something big ain't going on, like a birthday for somebody or something like that, they're not going anywhere. So they don't feel the need to,
That's true.
to go clean up.
Yeah. So I was gonna ask you too. So like, how long have you been cutting in Rosedale? Like at the other shop. That's how I met you. It's funny too, 'cause I remember the day I met her. So it's like, I remember I seen you on the train
Yeah.
on the railroad. going to Brooklyn, and then I came to the shop, and the thing with the shop was it's probably like my third time ever going to that shop,
Yeah.
and it's like I never had an official barber, like because like I said, it's my third time, so nobody in there know me. Every time I go, it's like whoever's open is open.
Yeah.
So I remember
Never good.
I got on your chair. Nah, of course not. I got on your chair. I'm like, yo, did I just see you on the train earlier today? He's like, well, he was going to Brooklyn. I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, okay. And then afterwards, you gave me a card, and that's kind of how like we've been locked in since, you know. So
and let me say this,
Mhm.
man, officially, man. I appreciate everything that you do, man. All the support you've been giving me, the loyalty that you show. It's refreshing, bro. And you got dudes who are much older than you are, man. They just not showing that kind of loyalty. So it's not easy to find out.
I mean, like you said, it's a lot of factors that come with it.
Yeah.
Like pricing, is the main one. So like, I know that's something you definitely told me you wanted to speak about. So talk about like the pricing and when it comes to barbering. 'Cause I remember, I feel like universally, or at least in New York, I feel like everybody used to come up off like the $10, $15 haircuts back in the day.
Yes.
Now haircuts are like 40, 30, like 50,
$60,
like
$70 too. But listen to this, bro, and I want everybody to understand this. So you speak from a
you might want to look at the camera for that one.
yeah, you speak from a financial aspect of it. So you have people who work regular jobs, right? Like when I first came here, minimum wage was $5.15, and then it went to $5.25, and kept on going up.
What's going on? Just
Doing
hopped on the
a
show.
little podcast. It's supposed to be my last one right here, but I got you. And so you have people who they want to pay the same price for a haircut from 1920 until today's day, but if they go to their job and their job won't increase their pay, they'll cry, they'll probably, protest, we want raise and all that. Life adjustment, inflation, all that. It happens to barbers too. When I first started, I bought this clipper right here.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
For $30. I still got it's one of my only clipper I still have from when I first started. $30. You know how much you want of these clippers right now?
90.
Yeah. $90, either $90 or the cordless one is not like.
What brand is that?
So just so
that's how busy it being here, man.
Yeah. So remember the movie Coming to America, right?
Yeah.
When you went in the barber chair, it's like, give me a haircut. Clipped off the ponytail and be like, okay, how much did he say that was?
I forgot.
Like what, 10, 15? Or 10, something like that. How long ago did they film that movie?
Like 2 decades ago.
Anytime you go back and look at that movie was like 1978 or
Where?
1980.
Oh no,
but it was a long time ago.
Nah, I thought it was like 1990s.
No, it was longer than that.
Oh wow.
I think it was late 70s, early 80s. But it spanned like 2 generations. So people really still want to cut hair for that same price. It's impossible. It's impossible. And after COVID, all of our the stuff that we use, alcohol, peroxide, you name it, price went through the roof.
You said 1988?
Yeah, 1988. Yeah, 1988. So the prices for everything, is raising up.
I feel you.
And also, don't get it wrong, don't get me twisted. The social media.
Yeah, I was about to say. I feel like social media added to that.
Are really driving those numbers too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
But like, what do you feel like really makes them so like popular or whatnot? You think it's the cut, or do you think it's like the personality, or do you think it's like how they edit their videos and stuff? Like.
Yeah. So first of all, if you watch some of the videos, you realize that they edit out every mistake. They won't show you a bad angle because there's no such thing as a perfect haircut. No such thing as a perfect haircut. Either another barber or a regular person could find something wrong with it. And if they see it before they put that edit on the edited video, Let me show you from a different angle.
Yeah.
Why not? Life ain't perfect, but I'm not mad at social media barbers. It's because of them. It's because of a lot of them. Why the prices for haircut, move up some.
Mm.
So I'm not mad at them, and I'm not against the enhancements and all of that stuff, man. That's just part of life.
Yeah, cause I see you had the thing here. I forgot what
Yeah,
it's called, like
airbrush.
airbrush.
It's a part of it.
Yeah, I'm just like, wait, since when you got on that?
It's a
But I
part of
mean,
it.
the times are changing, so it's like
And you
I
don't
see
want,
I see some of them on YouTube. They use it like women products too, like hair product, women hair products,
yeah, you don't want to
like
get
with the
left
color and
behind.
stuff. Nah, of
Your
course,
clients coming in asking for it, you need to provide that service because you don't want to miss
true.
out on money.
Yeah, it's
I'm
extra
not.
fee.
I'm not that true to the craft to the point where I don't want to make sure my client is getting what they want.
Mm,
Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about your client getting what they want.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
So like when it comes to like celebrity barbers and like yeah, celebrity barbers, like how do you feel about them? You feel like it's justifiable how they move?
What do you mean, like
Like I feel like
the
I feel
barbers
like
cutting celebrities or the barbers
yeah.
themselves are
Not
celebrities?
the barbers who cut. So like, let's say if I would just become a celebrity, you could start charging people like $200 a cut. Like,
Yeah, because all of a sudden, your time means something different.
what do you mean by that?
Your time means something different. So now you're cutting somebody for $200. Oh man, bro, today,
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. You gotta have to cut that out, close that door.
yeah, we can't
It
do
is.
that.